Is that it? Word from the government. Fringe. Going in caught. Oh boy. Oh boy. The fedoras be out, man. Oh, you know it's juicy when there's a lot of commentary. Sort by controversial. By the way, when I say Reddit, obviously it's referring to this AIDS thingy, right? Is that it? Is that the main ones? All right, let's take a look here. I use it for our games personally. Oh, here we go. Whatever. Changang bad. I mean, anyone who watched the RP knows that that this was impromptu and literally there was no input. That this entire meeting that took place wasn't an input session. It was like a here's why you got to chill out session. Probably because it's July 3rd and not July 4th. But see, here's kind of the thing, right? I'm immediately, you can kind of get from the impression, you have to understand that these people are actually mentally retarded. A little too, and I don't mean they were like born that way or anything like that, which I'm sure, you know, some of these people can be like, oh my God, dasMEHDI with a retard word. But the thing is, like, retardation happens through a number of different ways. One, by smoking meth. Two, by putting other kind of weird intoxicants into your mind. Three, apparently it also happens when you're hyper, like if you've sucked the virtual dick of a streamer or like a gang or whatever faction to the extent that the penis ends up pressing up on the brain. And the thing is, those are actions that you yourself are choosing to engage in, right? Or in general, if it's not one of those things, it's clearly from watching a little bit too much role play. Funny enough, some of these names that are already kind of popping up here, I recognize them from 3 years ago. Some of them back when we used to look at this. But what is immediately obvious from here is these are RP bros, right? And what I mean by that is you're going to find a common theme. I'm going to guarantee it right now. There's going to be a common theme here. And that common theme is going to be that the perception of roleplay that they want to see is the only kind of roleplay that is allowed. And anything that falls out of that echo chamber definition of roleplay will be labeled as not roleplay, will be labeled as OOC, will be labeled under the guise of power abuse and all these things. But they all kind of, you'll find there'll be a common theme is that it's going to be stricken by hypocrisy and really just a matter of crying that it's not going the way that they envision the role play should have went. And so all the things like this isn't role play or it's not like this or OOC jabs are really just logical fallacies that say that are being used to say it didn't go my way. Yeah, they're arguing backwards. They're saying RP didn't go my way, and here are all kinds of bullshit reasons that I'm going to claim as why. And usually they're going to fall back on OOC or like this person or Changang or Coil or dasMEHDI. Coil and me are the two people that are banned on this, by the way. I got banned off this when I exposed them for being sexist, racist, and transphobe. Which I should probably bring that thing back up. You can find it on YouTube. I have 6 months of their Discord. It's pretty nasty. And the reason I highlight it is each one of these individuals knows this, by the way. They've been around. They've seen the threads. They are very much aware of who runs this community, and they continue to engage in it. So that kind of says a lot about the posters. Right? Just saying. So anyways, most of this is whatever, though. You guys made me think it was going to be spicy. See, this is just not watching the meeting. It's not like literally none of us had any say in what was mentioned in the meeting. You know what I mean? I mean, I think it's going to be, this is one thing that I don't understand. I lost a PD, entire police department in the restructure. You didn't see me crying. I don't understand why, like, people are mad that there's more roleplay that's about to happen. I think some of these people are so vicariously, because this is upvoted. Doesn't this mean it's upvoted? We just don't see the upvotes. Some people are so, like, up their own ass as to what the RP should be. This is like a chronic mental issue right here, boys. Like, how do you watch RP for this long to have a Reddit account with 10,000 karma? What the fuck? Okay. In 1 year, is not a lot. How do you like, what I don't understand is, like, how do you watch RP for this long to, like, not comprehend that, like, okay, I want to put things into perspective. There's a really good chance I'm going to win this election, right? I could sit there and be like, damn, I don't get to be, you know, mayor of an entire island. The fuck did this guy lose? I lost an entire police department in a PD restructure. What the fuck did this guy? Do you see me crying, bruh? The fuck are you? You're just a random fucking rat, bruh. Like, I don't understand. Like, literally, like, these people. I just want you to consider this. How do you not notice that there's going to be cool RP coming out of this? This is like at least 6 months more of content and roleplay. I'm just saying. Now, I by no means think it's guaranteed. I think Osvaldo has like a real good chance. But my point is, like, should be rather clear, is like, if anyone has anything to lose, it's like, this guy didn't lose anything. I don't think I've watched a more worse political speedrun yet. It's like CG saw Sanguine in the console and wanted to speedrun both in a few weeks. Combine that with her. Who cares? Sanguine without the fear of consequence is like, bitch. The end of Sanguine was fucking AIDS because all those people were in prison for 30 fucking months and a bunch of bozos took control of the RP and there was no RP till 4.0 came out. But like, consequences, bro. Consequences doesn't mean you gotta like like low-key perma character at the end of a fucking server wipe. Like, come on, dude. We weren't even able to like access those people. That shit was dumb. Motherfucker. Honestly, fuck any semblance of roleplay at this point, says Mr. Retard Andy. Might as well just start spawning in some cash and have everyone zooming around in oppressor MK2s. So after the last month where cop crim interactions have turned into GTA roleplay, GTA Online, right? I want you to put this in perspective. Has turned into GTA Online, because since the inception of 1.0, I've never seen people literally with like no actual understanding of like PC throwing in people, and there being like almost no recourse even from with a lawyer perspective, right? Like literally, and saying that's role play. Like, people are mad. Like, I want you to put it in perspective. We literally had Third Reich RP taking place.
Mediates.
Like, I don't even think we had the power during Sanguine to do some of the things that PD was able to pull off. And at the end of the day, it was still role play, right? It was still role play. Like, I'm not mad the things happen, right? But my point that I'm underlining here is that there's a lot of latitude that has been presented for the past, like, 2 months or whatever. And so now that there's, this has came out of RP, regardless of what you think may or may not been the root cause, doesn't even fucking matter. Like, even if like under, like, who really, this is one thing I never really understood. Even if, because a lot of people are just like, Coil did this. Even if Coil, as the server owner, decided that, hey, let's do like a soft reset, right? Or even if, let's say, Mr. K decided, like, was given the opportunity to be like, you know what, let's come up with a new constitution and split it. Even if these allegations were true, right? Even if these allegations were true, nobody knows. I don't even fucking know. Who cares? Because my question is, who cares? This is one thing that I never really understood from like role play position is like, so if the people who are the dungeon master decide to introduce something, how retarded do you need to be to not understand that dungeon masters exist even in D&D? If the dungeon master decides that a fucking dragon bursts through the castle that you're having like a, king and queen meeting in or whatever, right? You're like fighting some goblins or whatever the fuck. And then the dungeon master decides a fucking dragon tears through it. Do you flip the entire table over and be like, bro, this is the worst campaign I've ever played in my life? It's just kind of dumb. When you're like, honestly, fuck any semblance of RP at this point. What does this sentence mean? This guy, Commissioner Kane, is literally retarded. Not because of because this sentence is him saying that a city that had the whatever happened in the last month happen, that has now decided not just on what happened with the city council and all these other things, but Soze, the character, had his own arc. The judges had their own arc. Nino had his own arc. Like, other gangs had their own. So much different, like, storylines colliding to a constitutional change on July 4th. And now attempting to create some RP with, like, 2 provinces, which hasn't been experienced before by the NoPixel community. ADMC had an arc. All this RP happened, but apparently it doesn't happen because it's not happening on the stream that this guy probably watches. And it's culminated in this event, which is now going to generate RP for the next God knows how long. Apparently, all of a sudden, honestly, fuck any semblance of roleplay at this point. What exactly happened that wasn't roleplay? This translates to the person that I watch, who I fantasize about, and the storyline I imagine in my head didn't occur, so I'm going to pretend it's not roleplay. Cool story, dude. Who cares? What was thrown away, like, with all due respect, Crane's been a legend throughout 3.0 and stuff, right? But, like, you have to be on, like, some retard shit not to actually know what legislation was passed. And be like, man, something was thrown away. What was thrown away? I'm confused. What exactly was built and thrown away? This kind of goes back to this point up here, is like, all of a sudden the Constitution is getting expanded on, and there's more due process, and what's being removed is fascism RP, in which the mayor is also the commissioner, and the police department is acting on his behalf, which was cool roleplay, in my opinion. But that's too much. So that's cool, but a new constitution, oh shit, my immersion, guys. You know what I mean? Is this, like, I'm just in perspective here for a second, right? Like, I'm not on some dumb shit that, like, I don't think that the RP that happened over the last month, 2 months and stuff, like, I think it was still good. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I don't give a fuck about it, like, in any kind of negative way. I liked it. I liked that the government turned evil. And I'm not on some copium. Changang is evil too in this roleplay storyline, especially from the perspective of Nino. Like, there's no hero, like, from a moral state, from, like, if you, like, I don't know what moral position you want to take, but let's just pull one out of our ass. If you are a devout Christian, right? I mean, I don't know. Or like a devout insert, like, religion. There ain't no saints in the city. All right? So I don't know from what moral point of view you could really stand on where you're like, any one of these entities are in the objectively, like, good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what standard is being applied here other than, you know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like Gotham City, exactly. Yeah. Well, to be fair, in Batman is, like, objectively good if applied to most, like, moral standards. Yeah. It's kind of annoying to me too, by the way, like, even pointing out that it was a fascist government. There was like parallels to like Nazi Germany and shit like that. Those things happened. Like they didn't. The fact that pointing them out is like a bad thing. I don't even think it's a bad thing that occurred. Like, bro, like turn on South Park, turn on any comedy show. Literally, these sort of like areas of satire have literally been presented over the last 20 years. It's not. I don't give a fuck. Like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I don't know why pointing it out is like a bad thing all of a sudden. Like, it's not. I think it'd be like a weird thing if you're pointing it out and those things were not transpiring. You know what I mean? But like, it's kind of weird. Like, you know, I mentioned this earlier. Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know. It's weird. It's like people are like actually genuinely that stupid that they didn't think that these things were being memed. Or that like it's, you know, who cares? I don't know. Wait, hold on. I thought I was about to say this guy gets it, and then I'm confused. So according to these people, one set of laws set for the city council was too much power for them, and they went over the Constitution. No, that's not what they're saying. Days, weeks, months before they're complaining the mayor. Wait, what is it? They were complaining the mayor had too much power, but these people are proposing that the council is removed? What? Who's they? Everyone, this guy is saying everyone on the server is Changang. I'm going to explain why. According to these people, one set of laws by the city council is too much power. Okay, that's Changang proper. And they went over the Constitution, right? That's Soze, who's not Changang. They were complaining had too much power. So these people are proposing the council is removed and now two mayors. That's the DOJ. Wait, the DOJ is Changang now too. Wait, the DOJ is now Changang. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Wait. Am I tripping here? So Changang proper. Soze is now Changang. And the DOJ is now Changang. Holy depression. I'm sorry, but this seems like an OOC talk I see. Not only because the people involved in it, half of them were lawyers. More than half of that circle was DOJ, okay? But because so much dev work has to be made to make this work? What the fuck? Wait, I was not expecting to... Bro, this is... Oh my God, this is content. This is content. Oh my God, dude, these tiers are so good. This is like, I'm imagining someone that's got like you know, their favorite characters like fucking dildo or waifu. It's not gonna look the same at night, man. They're gonna be looking at it and be like, you know what I'm saying? They're like, you're not the same anymore. What is going on in this guy's mental, bro? The mayoral powers are unique for the whole island. I cannot think how devs are gonna balance the power of both mayors when you can only buy cars in the city, buy food, etc. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, rip the devs, guys. Oh no. I don't how do they work? How is it even gonna work? Which mayor will control the salaries? Which mayor will control the taxes? Do mayors have access to the state account? It's impossible. Imagine the MIT graduates that are going to need to be hired in order to solve this impossible problem that is bestowed on us. Oh my God, dude, this is, I was not expecting to enjoy this so much. Don't forget the fun bit of dev work, fed up grad. Oh, this guy is full retard. I've seen this guy's, this guy's an old account, isn't he? Yep. Don't forget the most fun bit of dev work. How do you sort out who's allowed to vote in which election? Oh my God. How is anyone going to solve it? Holy shit. Someone's going to have to figure out who gets to vote in which election. Oh my God. You can tell who, like, you can tell who's, wait, fed up grad. Wait, where did he graduate from? And ask, how the hell do you sort out who's allowed to vote in which election? Wait, hold on. Chat, isn't software like, don't people, give me a 1 if you've learned any programming in school. Give me a 2 if you haven't. Okay. Am I tripping, or is this like extra special of a comment for a graduate to be making? Like, I don't understand. He knows that there's databases, right? That you need, that, you know, and that it's probably going to be something like, if this, then you can vote here. Like, if these conditions, then allowed to vote. You know what I mean? I'm confused. Is this guy like actually like fucking like what? I don't. Oh my God. I'm just like curious. Like, this guy's talking about, bro, is this guy like, okay. So he's talking about like, okay, so that's like some oh my Jesus Christ. Yo, gamer girl, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Appreciate you. I'm trying to like, I've also taught undergraduate course. What? Okay. So either this guy's like pretending because he's on like a financial advice thing and now this is like a legal thing. I think this guy's pretending to have an education. Because he's talking about teaching classes and previously he's giving home information on like home economy. Licensed as a veterinarian in Canada. Bro, this guy's literally making up his backstory. Oh, no. Wait, he's RPing on Reddit. Regardless, you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me, this kind of reminds me of, you know what this reminds me of? So one thing that I noticed a long, long time ago, and is okay. You have to remember the server used to be 24 slot, and then it went to 32 slot, then 64 slot, and then I think it went to 128, and then it went to like 200, and they kept trying to be raised. Right? This is over the many, like the 7 years we've been RPing. And I don't, but it started at like 24 or something really low. And so you have to understand that a lot of us veteran players, this is something that's hard for I think newer viewers to like fully appreciate, but try to follow along with me a little bit. Is that because the servers that we play on, that there's very specific servers that are streamed on Twitch, despite the fact that 99% of the RP servers probably never see the light of day of Twitch, right? So unless it's like the streamed servers, the popular stream servers, you're not going to know about them. But because there's sort of like the 99% of the viewer base, the English viewer base, is going to primarily watch, you know, Family RP before, what was it, SOE before, then Family RP, then NoPixel, and then obviously the other servers that are involved. And because there were so limited people that you could watch, inherently we bred a culture and phraseology that is only really known in it's like we bred our own phraseology and culture like in this space. And because things sort of like slowly expanded, some of us know the history of certain statements that have been made. And one of the like the complaints, this goes back to like 1.0 and shit. It's like sometimes we would talk about dev work being like an actual thing to consider, because people, what would happen is people would come along and they'd be like, yo, Nino, I was thinking about this business that dev work. And it was always one of those things where like someone imagined something and there was some magical reason. Actually, this started back in Family RP. Oh, I remember. In Family RP, and this is nothing intended to be negative towards the people that ran it, you know, past is past. But back in Family RP, there was like a notion that everybody would be able to get whatever business they wanted and the devs would just create it. It was overly ambitious. It just didn't come to fruition. It's an impossible task. But the sort of like belief that was and continues to be, and sometimes in people's minds, is that if you ask an RP for something, magically some programmer that's on the team is going to be like, you know what, player 56732, you know what, let's get right to it. I'm going to go and make your own custom like fucking like 3D asset and like, you know, all that shit just for you, you know? You know, you're trying to role play a plumber, so you know what, we're going to get you, you know, a custom toilet and a cool like plumbing thing, and you can fucking plunger people. No. You know what I'm saying? But it used to happen way back then. Like they want like back all the way back in Family RP, and it was always like a funny thing to be like, yo, this guy's like effectively requesting dev work. Like his entire business proposal is dev work. And I'm telling you, this is like a thing that used to happen all the way like 8 years ago. And one thing that I've noticed like in the past like year, there's been a lot of like omega lols about dev work, like chatters taking that phraseology that streamers sometimes bring up about dev work related stuff, and have sort of like on their own accord sort of started to like speak on behalf of subjects and people that they have no, like this is kind of taking it pretty fucking far. You know, do you get, am I making sense here? Or am I like, I think I overcooked on trying to explain this. I think I just got realized I just went on an entire rant on why this guy is fucking retarded. But I mostly want to point out it's funny how streamer phraseology that was intended to mean one thing is being used by bozos like this to be like, oh my God, someone's got to figure out how to write an if clause predicated on a condition that would probably be a database query. Like, yeah. Are y'all picking up on what I was trying to say just now? It's kind of like the RP equivalent to how words like gaslighting get like redefined and used as like actual like arguments, you know? It's just funny to see. Some of these are fair concerns, right? Doesn't have the player count, wait, people spearheading are not knowledgeable. Wait, hold on. And the people spearheading it are not knowledgeable in this area to bring it to fruition in a positive manner. Compared to who? This is a fucking roleplay server. What do you need, a fucking IRL degree? Jesus fucking Christ. It's going to be like if moron right auditors on YouTube all got together and made a commune. For writing an in-character constitution and adhering to it? Okay, I thought this guy was making a decent point, and then I realized he's on some retard shit. Well, actually, mass character shuffling and migrations coming. This is going to be a huge case of you know what you lost until you... What it was lost? I'm so confused. I am genuinely like, I would love to have like a actual understanding of what is going through people's mental. I'm so confused what was lost exactly. Like, this is so okay. Back when there was like the restructure, I think there was a valid concern that those who built up the PD back in 3.0 lost the structure known as the PD that was built over 2.0 and through a lot of 3.0. And that entire establishment was lost and was sort of rebuilt, right? I think it's reasonable to say there was a loss there. But I genuinely don't know what was lost in this case. Like, what exactly was that tremendous that was built? Yeah. No, I know, but it just, you know what I mean? It's Lil Tug Chavez? Oh. Kev was taken. They're making things more complicated for no reason. This guy is a retard. Mr. Kev was taken. They're making things more complicated. Maybe for your little brain. A well-defined constitution that outlines, instead of it like what the law is and having everything abide by it, is referred to as a simplification, not a complication. Turning it from a legislative authority of 8 down to 1 and a pairing. So it went from 8 console voting votes to 2 voting is a simplification. If only the people pushing for all these changes actually understood how separation of powers work, or the government in general. How do you start by saying this and then say this? How do we end up on Reddit? Chat was talking about Reddit losing their mind, and given the RP that happened today, I decided to make some content. Yeah, I'm enjoying this though. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Now I get it. Okay, that explains everything. Yep. Okay. All right. Now I get it. Now I get. Now I know. This guy's an expert on separation of powers, or the government. Makes it. Yep. Makes sense. Yep. Oh, Lord have mercy. Little Nino Tug Chavez. Oh my God. I don't know how no one else sees it calling out. He just woke up one day on Nino again and is pushing everything Soze wants. Yeah. Bit weird. Tugs loses mayor. Soze comes around. Then Nino comes around and instantly knows all the faults of the government. Yeah. And siding with Soze and CG despite not being around for 5 months. And the character never has any association with... Oh, fuck, bro.
Yeah, I'm going.
Fucking the penal code or whatever the fuck that you guys can write find out the charge.
Oh! Whoa!
Hey,
sorry.
Murphy, get in the.
Car just pulled up.
There's a fucking.
Crack. Remember that. He's keeping his distance so he can take advantage of Crack.
Oh, he's turning around. They're in the ambulances. Look, go.
Should we get out too, man?
Hey, you don't have a mess.
Who gives a shit? I have a heavy, man. What happened, bro?
Yeah.
They
Should
fucking
we
landed
drop
the
her
chopper.
off? Should we drop her off?
Yeah, drop.
What happened, bro?
Yeah.
They
Should
fucking
we
landed the
drop her
chopper.
off? Should we drop her off?
Yeah, drop me in a bush
Yeah,
somewhere,
yeah.
man. Come back for me later.
Okay.
You take them to grandma's.
Here they both are. Oh, what the fuck?
You know, this is the most expensive pay-per-view I've ever paid for. Breaking somebody out just because I want them.
Oh, Benny's hurt too. I need help.
Oh, okay. Well, hold on. We'll see what
Can
we
you
can do.
deal with Vinny first?
Get me first.
Oh, of course. I can check on Vinny first.
Hell of a
Hey,
job.
She's not handcuffed. Did you want that?
Yeah, please handcuff her.
Carbine rifle bullets. That looks that's stressful. Okay. Mr. Chavez, I need to get everything out of the trunk.
Understood. I can't believe
Vinny,
this
you
is
all right?
actually on here. I wasn't expecting to find this
Got
on
lit up
YouTube.
when we went to go back to get them all.
Jesus.
You did a hell of a job. I was listening to everything.
Thank you.
That
Thank
was
you.
the cleanest shit I've ever heard, quite frankly.
That's why we're always on top, brother. That's why we know what the fuck we're doing. I've told you this so many times.
Trust my man over here. He's he's
5
very good
years
at what he
ago.
does.
I got you.
Okay, Vinny. So, I'm gonna be able to end up hitting you up. It's gonna be a dirty process, and it's gonna hurt a lot.
I don't give a fuck. I've been
You're-
through so much today. I've been shot at so much.
Was
You're
this
gonna
one
be
data or
limping
two?
until
We get
you eventually
2.0?
go to Pillbox to get checked
2.0.
out. Do you understand?
Yeah, I got Ajikajis.
I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna get some of these bullets out of you now.
Yeah, I got some Oxycontins. I'll be okay.
Yeah, that's what everyone thinks until they're not.
Bye, if it's just you and
I
Ramen.
think you'll be okay, Vinny.
Yeah. Thank you, Doc.
She
While we got,
That's her
while
up
I
just
got
enough so she can hear. And so she can talk.
well, I don't think she's conscious,
Jay, come here.
but I'm fairly certain if I pull these bullets out, she's going to wake up screaming like a banshee. So,
Yo, Wash, thank you for the 5 months.
What the fuck?
Keep in mind, I want you to put this into perspective. If you had a doctor back then performing medical, first off, if you left the hospital, you automatically got clocked out. Secondly, if you were found performing medical outside of the hospital, you used to get banned. So we're not. Reason I bring that up is wait, no, it used to like clock you out automatically or some shit. This was the first time anyone saw that it was actually possible out of the area. This is a very
thankfully,
specific
she only had one bullet left,
ability
and-
that no one knew existed because it used to never get streamed up until now. Yeah. You don't really see hidden shit as much
Where the fuck
anymore.
am I?
injured or uninvolved.
I can't
This
be
isn't
reasoned
about
with.
me
That is not
at
true.
all.
I didn't know what fucking hornet's nest I was fucking poking. All right.
Oh my god. So if you wonder about that conversation Nino and Sonia had up in Polito like a week ago, she's talking about this moment from 5 years ago.
I respect what you do in the city.
Stop bullshitting me.
I'm not fucking bullshitting because I didn't know who the fuck you were. I didn't.
This is all over Coop Holiday.
That I like to
Mind
tell
you.
people.
Oh my god, wait, hold on.
Get the bat. Go through the gate.
The person who plays this character had been for years playing a civilian and he wanted to play a criminal. This is back when if you got caught doing something violent, you'd go away for 30 fucking years. 30 fucking years, mind you. And he only thought he was coming here. Yeah, Alan. He thought he was coming here just to watch. The person who plays this said afterwards that he was shaking because he had never even in character done anything like this. Yeah, Hoddit's character. Yeah, this is fucking crazy. I remember him typing it in chat like he wasn't expecting any of this. He thought he was coming here to watch someone else do something. Actually, I don't even think he knew why he was coming here. I think the phone call was, get dressed in black, I need you to come here. He didn't know any of this was happening.
Close enough.
Yes, I guess we only got a wrench, man.
It's your choice.
Old Charles.
Keep going.
Oh my god, this scene is gruesome.
Throw it in the ocean. Chang, Vinny, a moment.
Otherwise, there is a possibility if she washes back up, she will live.
You know, I don't know if there's any displayed RP of this, but this whole thing went like so much more fucked. The doctor ended up repurposing her and putting her through like 6 months of I was about to say IRL, of like mental torture and like fucking up her mind to only effectively end up as a super soldier. But anyways, I thought that was fun to bring up. What kind of mayor am I? Oh my god. Listen, Michael, it's not what you think, all right? You have to forget what happened last season, 2 seasons ago. Yo, Anonymous, thank you for the gifted sub. So anyways, that's funny. Moon called him out pretty subtly during the Mission Row PD fiasco a few weeks back. If you're watching, you can see the exact moment. He got upset by the Moon comment. Yeah, because Moon was saying some dumb shit because he couldn't differentiate the fact that I've got different characters that may have similar things. Yes, Moon did say some retard shit, but that doesn't imply that, you know, just because your favorite streamer said some retard shit doesn't make it true, nor does it, you know, this whole thing is kind of dumb unless you don't watch the RP. Yeah, I thought it was memes for a minute, and then I'm like, wait, this guy's serious. Um, 50 Cent. I don't understand. I think like as I'm kind of looking through this, like I'm genuinely curious. Well, you have to keep in mind that I mean I already addressed this. I'm not going to reopen the thing, but you have to understand that, you know, multiple parties can be upset when the role play is not going the way they do. It is what it is. It comes with the realm of role play. You just have to know not to like hold it against people. Literally everyone gets over invested when they're playing their characters. The point that they start believing and seeing things that aren't actually there. But what I just generally am like confused by is that anybody looked at that conversation and it's like roleplay is dead. You have to have a very like, because the thing is like, as much as people here are sort of displaying their retardation, why don't you just say this isn't the role play I want, instead of pretend that it's not role play? Why, like, this is like extreme copium. It's extreme copium. Terrorists creating chat. Are these people retarded? Do they know the RP that happened the last 6 months? Are these guys like actual like fascist sympathizers IRL? Let's make this clear. Max was a fictional character. The role play that transpired with Max was RP. I enjoyed that RP, being on the other side of it. But Moon, when he played Max, knew that he was playing a role play character, right? Anything that Max did is completely within acceptable range, right? I want to make that very clear. All the role play that's taken place in the last 7 months is role play, right? Our characters may not agree with it. Our characters can be upset with it. I can only speak for myself. But at the end of the day, it's role play, right? These commentators are not characters. These are actual people. You understand what I'm saying? The distinction. Like, these people that are posting here are not role playing. So fundamentally, what the fuck have they been watching that all of a sudden, even if you were to use the like extreme position of Chang Gang caused the government to collapse, which demonstrably isn't the case unless you weren't paying attention to the role play. Even if you were to say that, how does that make it any different than what's been going on 3 months previously? Why is there a suspension of belief now but not before? Why is there not a suspension of belief when a player is shot up and wakes up at the hospital? Why is there a suspension of belief when all the other crazy shit happens on a daily basis that doesn't involve Chang Gang? Yeah, suspension of disbelief. Is that what I said? I think I did. The simple answer is self-inflicted retardation and a little bit too much dick sucking. You know what I mean? All right. All right. Next one. You know the great thing though, like I think I'm done reading though. It's all the same shit. It's people crying the roleplay didn't go their way. They probably don't watch anymore. These are the same individuals, I guarantee you, that used to cry last year. And they found someone else to latch onto. They latched onto him. And in probably a week's time, these threads are going to be no more. Maybe another 2 weeks. We'll give it another month. While the view count in the GTA 5 category remains virtually about the same, minus the expected deterioration that takes place with every reset. You know what I mean? Honestly, I'm looking forward to the next 6 months. I think this RP is going to be pretty cool. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, the Reddit is dead unless Changang does something. Yeah, that is true. I mean that's fundamentally it, right? I don't even know if these guys actually watch RP anymore, because if you think about it, because now that I think about it pretty, I'm trying to like think back at it a bit. That Reddit. Let me take a look here. Hold on. When's the last time anything was posted on here, really? Active. Hold on. See, before today's events. It's literally all. Why is it all Changang content? So it's an area to. Okay. It's a complaint forum. Okay. Makes sense. Yeah, it's a hate subreddit. If you post on there, you're a retard. People who own it are retarded. It is what it is. Anyways, that was fun. I enjoyed that. That was fun.